Civil War, rated R, written and directed by Alex Garland. Civil War, the most anticipated film of 2024, is here, and there is a lot to talk about. Writer-director Alex Garland, known for 28 Days Later, Ex Machina, Men, and Annihilation, is back with his most compelling and provocative film to date. Set in the dystopic near-future America, the country finds itself at war. The Western forces, California and Texas, have seceded from the United States, and the Florida Alliance is soon to follow. A third-term president, party not identified, holds a fascist grip over the entire country and commands American military forces to conduct airstrikes on his own people. This is all told from the apolitical perspective of a wartime photographer, Lee Smith, Kristen Dunst. Lee, who happens to share the same name as real-life famous wartime photographer Lee Miller, has a stoic and cynical view of the world. She is a reporter in existential crisis in many ways. Her whole career she has viewed as a warning to not do this at home. But as the country slips further into rebellion, her feelings of disillusionment rear their ugly face. Lee is in a group of other journalists, including Joel, Wagner, Mouro, Sammy, Stephen McKinley Henderson, and bright young actress Cailee Spaeny as Jessie. Spaeny, just off her incredible performance in Priscilla, is the breakout star of Civil War. Jessie is still learning how to be in the war zone. She's still young and aspirational. As the film progresses, she makes every rookie mistake under the sun, and yet you can't help but feel sympathetic to her character in the midst of all this madness. With a concept this ballsy, especially during an election year, Civil War had the potential to become one of the most important films of the decade. I've seen it twice now, and I can't confidently say it is, but it is quite the incredible film experience nonetheless. Garland has written some great movies in the past, but this is even more violent and intense than even like 28 Days Later. In some of Civil War's most devastating moments, there are some editing choices in the soundtrack that I feel lessen some of the impact. This is a playing it safe tactic I didn't fully expect walking into this, and I was admittedly a bit disappointed by. There was a lot riding on Civil War. For starters, this is A24's first foray into big budget filmmaking. This is their first official IMAX picture, and it needs to be a hit. To their credit, I have no doubt it will be, even if I think some scenes were toned down to appeal to a larger audience. And don't get me wrong, there are still plenty of scenes in Civil War that are pretty anxiety-inducing. One scene in particular with this independent armed militia headed by Jesse Plemons is nauseating, to say the least. Another in which the team travels to a town that seemingly is unaffected by the war going on gives you this really kind of uncomfortable feeling that we might already be there. Civil War, I'd say, mostly lives up to its hype. It is a total love letter for real journalists. I think its greatest effect will be the young people the film inspires to seek out the truth in the face of certain danger. Civil War is never as divisive, or sadly as deep, as its marketing campaign would have had us to believe. But Civil War is a terrifying and chilling depiction of how our democracy could slip away before our very eyes. It is essential viewing. Hey guys, if you like this video and you want to see more, click right down there to see more. If you want to become a member on Patreon, get all the exclusive early access, behind the scenes, things that you don't get on YouTube, link is in the description. See you soon.